Hey y'all, so I recorded this quick weave tutorial. This is how I do my quick weaves. So yeah, stay tuned. So this is the hair I use, 12, 14, 16 inches, glossy, from LAX Beauty Supply Store. It was $100. This is my second time using that same pack of hair. Love them. So of course some fresh wash hair, then we blow dried it. Just showing y'all my fresh clean scalp. And yeah, so we section out my leave out in the front, just a little bit of leave out. And so I'm just going to section that and clip it down. And that's pretty much what I did right there in the front. Just a nice amount to be able to cover up, you know what I'm saying, the tracks and everything. So I'm just checking, making sure it's like straight. And then I'm going to pull that back in a ponytail. And then I'm going to just braid that little leave out down. Let me just say, the fact that I had to braid my own hair with my own nails, listen, I'm doing quick weaves for $50. Okay, because listen, ladies, I can't depend and wait on nobody. As you can see, I'm over there twisting that rubber band around that fucking little hair, and I'm gonna keep it moving. You understand me? And that's, listen, this is just a leave out. We gonna take this down. So yeah, as you can see, I'm braiding this down. So at this point, I didn't got to the middle. I think I did like 8 braids. And I just pretty much braided the hair into each other to where, as you can see, I stuck that braid in there. And just kept braiding. Listen, my arms was tired, okay? And then I just tucked the piece that was hanging out into the braid. So I like to put the protective style on top of my braids before I put the cap on. Again, you don't have to do this method. This is just what works for me. This is what gives me the security of the glue is not going to get on my hair if it go through the wig cap. Okay, so I like to just layer that shit on my hair. And then I have one of those dryer things that you connect to your blow dryer, as you can see what I'm doing right here. And then I sat with that for like 15 minutes till that shit dried. And then I'm going to put the wig cap on. Now, wig cap, dome cap, of course, it's your preference. I thought this one came with a 2-pack in there, but only came with the 1. As you can see, it's a little more thicker. I kind of liked it, but like I mentioned, to each their own when it comes to the cap. The little line you see is just some concealer, because that's the only thing I could find that was light enough for me to kind of outline around my perimeter, just to make sure I stay, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of that line, not to go past that line, because then it's going to be in my leave out part. And yeah, so by this point, I didn't mold it, cut the cap. I recorded a lot of that stuff off camera because I was on the phone and shit. And so at this point, as you can see, I'm just laying my tracks. Keep in mind, I had already used this hair before, so I just pretty much gathered the pieces based off of the length, and just, as you can see, I'm gluing it down. And this part was probably the easiest part, being that the hair was already cut and just pretty much ready for me to lay it down. So by this point, you at the top where you should have that U shape, and you should be going across. Like, as you can see, I'm going across from one end to the other. And I'm going to keep going like that up until I get like an inch left at the top of my head. And then at that point, I'm going to start right here. You see how they're really small? I'm laying them. You see how I'm laying it that way? Now, I'm laying it that way until I get to about the 3/4 to the other side of my head, because I want my hair to go to the right side, if that makes sense. So I lay it that way, so when I flip it over, it'll have like a little volume right there, if that makes sense. You'll see at the end. But again, this is my method. This is what works for me. And so when I got done, I just pretty much filled in the piece up there till it closed. And yeah, I took my leave out down, grabbed that brush, started brushing that shit through. You feel what I'm saying? And then you see how like I keep brushing it over to my right, and it's giving you a little volume at the top because the hair is laid the opposite way. So yeah. And this is before I did anything, really just kind of put a little edge control around my edges, and I was just playing with it. I didn't put no mousse or anything in the hair.